This is Cassie and Jonathan for Expat Freedom Trail. Have you ever thought about leaving the USA for a better quality of life? Welcome to the era of the Great Escape, where retirees are finding their paradise in far-flung corners of the world, no handcuffs necessary. It's an increasing trend, with more than 7 million retirees have successfully made their great escape to safer, more cost-effective countries than the USA could ever offer. And it's not just about the cost of living, although that is a significant factor. Safety, for instance, is a compelling reason for some. Imagine living in a place where you feel secure day in and day out. And then there's the quality of life. Imagine waking up each morning in a place that not only meets your needs but also fulfills your desires. It's about creating a life that brings you joy and happiness, which, let's admit, is the ultimate goal. This great escape isn't as intimidating as one might think, so how about we dive into the world of expats and digital nomads and explore their journey? A penny saved is a penny earned, they say. But what if you could save more than a few pennies? Let's dive into the cost of living, comparing the USA with some popular expat destinations. Imagine for a moment that you're living in a mid-sized city in the USA. You're likely paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500 a month for a two-bedroom apartment. But did you know that in a place like Medellin, Colombia, you could rent a similar apartment for less than half that price? And it's not just housing that's more affordable, it's everyday expenses too. Groceries, utilities, transportation, all these costs are significantly lower in many parts of the world compared to the USA. In fact, the cost of living in some countries is so low that you could live comfortably on a budget that would barely cover your basic needs back home. Now, let's talk about healthcare, an important consideration for anyone, but especially for retirees. In the USA, healthcare can be a significant drain on your resources. But in countries like Mexico and Thailand, healthcare is not only affordable, but also of high quality. Many expats report paying a fraction of what they would pay in the USA for the same or even better care. It's worth noting that these aren't just isolated examples. There are numerous countries around the world where the cost of living is significantly lower than in the USA. Places like Portugal, Ecuador, Malaysia, and many more offer a high standard of living at a fraction of the cost. Of course, it's not all about money. There are other considerations too, like culture, climate, and community. But when it comes to your wallet, there's no denying that living abroad can offer significant savings. So, whether you're thinking about becoming an expat or just exploring your options, it's clear that the potential for financial savings is substantial. As we can see, the financial benefits of moving abroad in retirement are significant, but there's more to the story than just money. Safety is a universal concern, isn't it? But what if the safest place for you is outside the USA? Let's take a moment to think about safety in a broader context. It's not just about crime rates, although they do matter. It's also about having access to quality healthcare and reliable infrastructure. Now consider popular expat destinations. Many of these places have lower crime rates when compared to several cities within the United States, and that's just the start. Many countries also offer accessible and high-quality healthcare systems. They come with advanced infrastructure that ensures a consistent supply of basic necessities like water and electricity. In fact, certain places even have safety nets for their residents, like robust insurance policies and social security systems. So it's not just about being safe from crime, it's about feeling secure in your day-to-day life. Safety, it turns out, can be found in many corners of the world, but what about quality of life? Life is not merely being alive, but being well. So how well can one live outside the USA? Imagine waking up to a gentle sea breeze, stepping out to a community that knows your name, immersing yourself in a rich tapestry of culture, and living in a country where political debates don't dominate every dinner conversation. That's the expat life, a reality that many American retirees are embracing. The quality of life is one of the key factors driving this exodus, and it's not hard to see why. Let's take the climate for instance. Warm, sunny days year-round might seem like a vacation dream, but for expats in destinations like Costa Rica or Mexico, it's just another day in paradise. No more shoveling snow or bundling up against the biting cold. Instead, it's eternal spring or summer where your toughest decision might be whether to hit the beach or the golf course. Community is another aspect that makes the expat life so attractive. In many of these destinations, expat communities are thriving, offering a sense of belonging and camaraderie that's hard to come by back home. These communities become a second family, providing support, companionship, and a shared experience that's truly unique. Then there's the cultural richness that comes with living in a new country. The opportunity to learn a new language, to appreciate different art forms, to taste exotic flavors, and to understand diverse perspectives. This cultural immersion adds a new layer of depth to life, making it more vibrant and stimulating. And let's not forget the political stability. Yes, politics exist everywhere, but many expats find a refreshing escape from the polarized and often tense political climate of the USA. In many expat havens, politics takes a back seat, allowing for a more peaceful and less contentious existence. Quality of life, it seems, can be enhanced by a change of scenery. But what about happiness? Happiness is the ultimate goal, isn't it? But can one be happier outside the USA? Now let's dive into that. In many popular expat destinations, it's not uncommon to see retirees with a newfound zest for life. They're exploring new cultures, learning new languages, and making friends from all corners of the world. This sense of adventure, combined with the relaxed pace of life, often leads to a significant increase in happiness levels. There's also the matter of stress. It's no secret that high stress levels can hinder happiness. In these countries, retirees often report lower stress levels due to the lower cost of living, increased safety, and improved quality of life. So what does all this mean? Ultimately, it means that happiness can indeed be found outside the USA. So it seems that the Great Escape isn't just a dream, but a reachable reality for many retirees. It's about finding a place that not only meets your financial and safety needs, but also enhances your quality of life and happiness. And remember, no handcuffs are necessary for this escape. Our next series of videos will be the top 10 countries for retirees to live in. We're combining and comparing cost, health insurance options, homes and apartments, quality of life, English speaking or not, and culture. You won't want to miss this series. This is Jonathan and Cassie from Expat Freedom Trail. Stay happy, stay healthy, and forever live free.